Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be covering the Tier 6 German premium battleship, the Prinz Eitel Friedrich. Now, you might be wondering, why am I covering the Prinz Eitel Friedrich? I actually did a poll for this one, not just to cover it. It was a poll to see the order of the ships I want to be running or showcasing on the channel. And a lot of you actually voted on that one. But anyway, Prinz Eitel Friedrich was up there because it's available in the premium event pass of this patch. I actually haven't covered Prinz Eitel Friedrich ever before, so this is gonna be the first time I'm covering it. But I hope you enjoyed the video regardless, and if you do please leave a sub to the channel and a like to the video, and maybe even consider sharing the video because I would greatly appreciate it a lot. But anyway, talking about the ship. Now, the ship build and stuff I'll be covering at the end of the game, guys, because if I alt-tab, the audio will mute and it'll give you a mixed viewer experience, and I'm not gonna do that because I didn't edit that file where the audio doesn't mute when you alt-tab. So I can't show you the build right now, but you'll see it at the end of the video, or you can just skip there and come back. The ship, what does it do? Now, just to tell you the build, I'm not running a secondary build this game, and that is maybe something you want to be doing with the ship. In my case, I'm not doing it because I literally just logged in today and I wanted to play Prinz Eitel Friedrich for a video, and I just didn't switch the build. But I guess the game ends up being pretty good with the main gun build, so I guess this is the video I'm gonna make. If you guys really want to watch though a secondary build video on the Prinz Eitel Friedrich in the future, I guess I'll consider it. I'm not really into secondary ships all too much, but you know, for the viewers, guys, what can you do? I'll do it. But in this case, you're gonna be seeing a main gun build. So you see me not pushing up too aggressively here. We are playing on the map Strait. This is a full tier 6, tier 5 match, so it's a pretty easy match to play. But I'm gonna be running you through where I'm moving and what I'm thinking at the time. In this case, what we're doing here is I'm sitting full broadside to the enemy battleships, which is a pretty good strat over... No, jokes aside, I'm a bit angled. I know the enemy battleships aren't really focusing me as of yet. They're shooting my teammates. But I'm not playing overly aggressive, as you can see. I'm trying to watch for their shots. I'm trying to angle in and outwards every time they shoot. Try to minimize damage intake. And most importantly, I'm not pushing up too aggressively. And you might be wondering, why am I not playing so aggressive with a German battleship in this case? The reason is because of that Ladroit, who's up north, that Leander, who has crossfire with his battleships, and that U-69, the biggest threat of them all, the submarine. We have to be a bit careful. Now, you might think I'm a bit of a noob here because I'm not running it down instantly with a German battleship. But at the same time, we need to try to be conservative with our HP pool because we're going to need that in the late game, especially on a standard battle game. Games tend to last a bit longer, so we have to play a bit more cautiously. That doesn't mean we have to sit at the 1 line, but sit at here, the 3-4 line in this case, and wait for their push. Their Bayern is pushing up. We're able to punish him as a team, not just myself. And when he dies, I wouldn't say we're going to push up straight away, but we can consider it. Now, in this case, angling at this angle actually ended up acting for my benefit. And you'll see in a second here. Now, this isn't a live commentary game. I played this game around 20 minutes ago. So I kind of know what happens. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to tell you, but there's something around here we got to be careful for. And so I'm really lucky I'm angled this way. Not for any reason, by the way, I'm angled this way. It's just kind of like by luck that I wanted to pre-kite a bit and just focus some damage at longer ranges, which isn't actually the best thing to do in a Prinz Eitel Friedrich. The dispersion is not that good. It's pretty bad. But we're up to 40,000 damage at this point in 5 minutes, which is less than half Slava challenge. Oh, but here it is. The ship that I was actually... Well, I wasn't actually thinking about it, but it got spotted. And I was really lucky I was angled like this. You see me pull up to full speed, turn out, panic mode a bit. My hope is to go behind this island and then turn in, for example, because then I minimize the risk of taking torpedoes. And in my opinion, I think he did torpedo me because I was at 6 kilometers from this guy. And I shoot HE on the Deutschland here, as you can see. To just try finish him off. I actually loaded that HE for the destroyer, but since that Deutschland was so low, I decided we should just eliminate him from the game, which gives us our first kill of this game here. And the Ladroit is still pushing up. We still have our HE loaded, which we get 1k damage there from 1 shell hit and a fire, which is nice. But unfortunately, he ends up going dark. You see me there switching my ammo type without shooting my gun. Well, in error, did not shoot my gun, unfortunately. And there is something you need to see in the chat here, guys. There is something new from this patch, is the U there. You can actually customize your chat now. Unfortunately, you lose your username and ship name. I'm not sure if that was there before. I thought it was. Maybe the username was alone, but I don't remember, actually. So, actually, I don't remember. So, if you know, do remind me in the comments, because I actually forgot. But now it doesn't say your username. It says you. I'm not sure if it did that before. I don't believe it did. So, but anyway. I kind of miss when it used to say your username a bit. But it's okay. You know, sometimes when, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side. That's what they say. But boom! Unfortunately, we missed the kill shot there on the La Droit. Which I'm a bit sad about because, well, you know, we needed that extra kill for something a bit later on. But we'll see. So, you see me pushing up a bit more aggressively here, very slowly, guys. The ship actually goes 29.4 knots, I believe. With brisk, it actually goes 32 knots, which is pretty good. Pretty fast for a tier 6 battleship. Not the fastest, but pretty fast in general. We get a Leander here. We're gonna not actually shoot him. I want to go for this barn to steal the kill, guys. But we actually damaged him a bit before. But I want to steal the kill to compensate for my La Droit miss. We get our second kill of the game there. A pretty cheap kill, guys. To be fair, I do feel a bit bad about it now. I did feel bad about it at the time when I stole the kill, because he was going to burn to death. But you know what? We took it. It is what it is. It happens, right? It happens. It happens to me. And it happens to others. We're gonna steal some kills too. Anyway, we're going for the Leander shot here. Huge shot coming in. Let's see how much damage we end up doing. Ooh, 4 overpens and a pen, which was around 7,000 damage. Huge. But anyway, Monte Cuccoli spotted. As you can see, our reload is actually pretty decent now at 25 seconds. Our gun caliber is 350 millimeters. So it's not enough to overmatch same tier battleships, but it is enough to overmatch these cruisers that we're fighting against. And as you can see, boom! He's full broadside, so we end up punishing him with a Citadel there. And Citadel damage is 10,500. So quite a good damaging shot there for us. We go up to 65,000, which again, I mean, tier 6 matchmaking or tier 6 games, guys, you're not going to get that much damage. You have to keep in mind. So your goal is at least, maybe the goal for probably an average player would be at least 80,000. But if you can get over 100, that would be always, you know, enjoyable, right? You see me here pushing up more aggressively. I'm more confident because I know, well, I don't know 100%, but I'm guessing the submarine is focusing at New York. So for me, I can push up more aggressively because there's no crossfire threat. They're all in front of me. I can angle to all of them, which is good. And we can kind of focus on our angles and for our front guns here just to get some shots. We get a shot into the Fuso. We absolutely just miss it, apparently. Half our shells go below him, unfortunately. But check this shot out on the New York. Our rear guns here. Ooh, under the Citadel there, right there. Boom! Double Citadel on the New York. We get Confederate. Huge salvo there on the New York, which bumps us up to 95,000 damage. We get our Confederate, which is really nice. Overall, a good shot. I guess a quick time shot because we were trying to get behind the island, and you might be wondering why we're behind the island, not pushing up. There is the risk here of Leander Torps, guys. There is the risk of Leander Torps. We have to be careful to not overextend into that Leander. Now, when I was playing this, I was panicking a bit here because I was thinking the Leander was going to come around the corner, torp me out with single launches. I don't think I'd be able to kill him because I'll probably get overpens. Boom! Huge shot again on that New York. These broadside battleships get punished at these ranges. We have pretty good pen, I believe, but I'm not so sure about that one. But, yeah. So I didn't want to walk around the corner because of the Leander threat. I was a bit scared here because of the Leander threat. So I'm kind of just taking it easy and relaxing behind the rock, which could be a bit boring for most of the viewers, guys. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to present you guys with a kind of a game you can learn from a bit. And not just a greedy go for the Leander shot and instantly die to single launch torpedoes game. But anyway, we're going to reverse here as the boring gameplay dictates. And we're going to go for this Fuso shot here. A bit boring, but sometimes the boring stuff wins you games, guys. And in this case, this probably is the most, in terms of recent videos, the most strategically significant video I have presented for you guys. I mean, I've presented a lot of high tier ships, Lucian, Laffy and stuff. There was a lot of strategy talked about in those games. But there's a lot of thought going into these movements here, guys. In a tier 6 game, this is probably the most thought to be going into these movements. But we got a Fuso there kill. So we got up to 4 kills. And I have to say, I don't play tier 6 much. But, you know, when you get these tier 6 matches, it is really fun. Especially if your shots are landing most of the time. You can get some good games. And it can be really fun. You know, maybe not as fun as tier 10. But sometimes it really can be as fun as tier 10. And you are playing against probably newer players at these tiers. So realistically, you're not expecting the highest level of skill. And that's probably why these games can be more fun. You could call it seal clubbing. But it's pretty good, you know? I mean, not seal clubbing, but like tier 6 can be pretty fun. And, well, in this case, we're going to try to kill the Leander, hopefully. And then the game will end, maybe. There is a submarine threat left. But unfortunately, well, he's invisible, so I'm gonna try blind ASW him, but unfortunately I don't think we're gonna end up getting him. This Leander, on the other hand, hopefully will end up shooting him. I am being a bit greedy because I knew the torps were coming and I knew he pinged me, so they're gonna probably end up hitting me. But I really wanted the shot on the Leander, and unfortunately, even though I got the shot, I had to eat 2 torps for it. I knew they were coming. I could have full speed forward. I get a shot. It doesn't do a lot of damage. We end up with 131,000 damage at this point. We don't get our 5th kill. We don't get Kraken so far. The submarine is there, but how are we going to spot him? And that's probably a really hard thing to do. We do have a catch-a-lot to sub-surveil him. That's kind of the only way. And I don't really shoot this Leander fast enough, but realistically, I mean, our team ends up killing him, so that's okay. As long as, you know, the game's kind of over. There's the submarine spotted on the map. I did eat a few more torpedoes, guys. But at this point, I blind fire him. I get a hit, 1 hit with 1k damage. And now I'm trying to launch the ASWs on him. Hopefully, we'll end up killing him and we'll win the game. I mean, we're going to win the game regardless because our team is capping out. Triple German Battleship left alive, by the way. An American submarine working together against another German submarine. What a situation to be in. But here we've got him spotted. I launched my ASW, and I thought it's aimed really well, by the way, in this case, because he's kind of gonna go straight into it. But unfortunately, I aim a bit too far away, and it does only result in splash damage. And I do launch another one here, but unfortunately, it's not gonna reach in time because the sub-torps kill him. For personal score, we ended up doing 139,866 damage, 72 shell hits, 4 kills, 4 incapacitations, 1 set on fire ribbon, 1 flood, 3 citadels, 14 secondary hits, and 2 ASW hits. We did get an expert, guys. That was actually the first game I played in Prinz Eitel Friedrich in probably 8 years, or how many years since Prinz Eitel Friedrich has been released. So that's our E. Confederate, Dreadnought, and High Caliber. For team score, we ended up doing 2,014 base XP, which is almost double second place. So pretty good. We were a tier 6 game, though, so it is to be expected. Well, not always, right? Sometimes you might not get that, but that's okay. 2,014 base XP. 48k on this New York, 15k on the Bayern, 10k on the Fuso, 9k on the Deutschland, 21k on the Leander, 12k on the Montecuccoli, 9.3k on the Bayern, 8.6k on that submarine, and 3k on that La Droit. We got most of our damage, as you can see, from AP. That's pretty much where our damage came from. And this is the damage received. This is the credits and XP screen. For my commander build, for the Prinz Eitel Friedrich, we've got Gunther Lugens. We have Preventative Maintenance, Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Brisk, Adrenaline Rush, Emergency Repair Expert, Concealment Expert, and Fire Prevention Expert. For equipment, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Damage Control System Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. Looks like Wargaming's recommended build is the secondary build, which makes me believe, I guess, that the secondaries are actually not bad. I'm not sure. I guess they're not bad. But do let me know in the comments if you want to see a secondary build version. Because, well, I actually literally just logged in and wanted to play Prinz Eitel Friedrich. Since, you know, it is available in the event pass. And I didn't really look at my build at all. So that's the first game and the build I was running. So let me know if it actually is pretty good at secondaries. Because main guns, it's all right. Well, it's actually not that good, but it's okay. And you have to keep in mind we were in a tier 6 match last game, so in those games you can do pretty decently. In higher tier matchmaking, you might have a pretty hard time. For ship armor layout first, we've got that 26mm standard battleship nose armor at this tier, but as you can see, we've got an icebreaker 30mm. Well, it's actually below the water, so let's talk about things above the water. Here we got a 50mm deck, 26 aft, pretty large there. 150 side plate though, and 270 side plate there. If we take a look at the citadel, it sits under the water, it looks like, and very internal. Looks like, is it covered with turtleback? No, but it's very deep in there, so not too easy to hit. Still, you have to be careful, especially if you're full broadside. For ship characteristics, we got 54,950 HP with a 27% torpedo damage reduction. For main guns, we've got 28-second reload on 350mm guns. Secondaries, we got these 150s, and we got 105s. We actually have a lot of these 150s, by the way. 7 per side, it looks like. And then 8 per side of these... So, well, 105. So you actually get quite a lot, which is pretty interesting. Maybe secondary build might be the play next time. Maneuverability 29.4 knots, 800 meter turning circle radius, 14-second rudder shift time, and then for concealment we've got 13.2 detection, which is actually, I mean, okay, I guess. For exterior camouflage, we've got this one, which is the standard camouflage. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It actually looks pretty nice. It's got that German style, of course. Alternatively, we've got this one, which looks okay, not the best. And for this one, I'm not sure what this one is. Sincerely and Firmly looks like a two-tone camouflage, maybe a historical S camouflage, even though I don't think the ship was real. This was maybe like the style they used to use in real life, right? Probably at the time, maybe. But anyway, that is pretty much the Prinz Eitel Friedrich, guys. And now you might be wondering, I mean, even though I told you already, where do you get the Prinz Eitel Friedrich? You click Event Pass on the left here, guys, and you're gonna see it is available at level 10 in the Premium Battle Pass. And there it is. So if you have the Premium Battle Pass, which costs you 2.5k doubloons. Now, is Prinz Eitel Friedrich worth 2.5k doubloons? If you're collecting ships, then maybe. But otherwise, I don't think you need to get it. It's not one of those ships you need to get. I think you can have a good time with a Bayern or something, or maybe even a Moccasin, which is actually very similar, and it's a Tech 3 ship, and it has Hydro, and it probably has actually pretty decent secondaries, I would say, as well. So you do have options for free. Yeah. But then again, if you do want it, I mean, who am I to stop you, right? Go ahead and get it. But then again, if you're not sure, if you want to spend doubloons on it, maybe there's also the other things that you get in the Battle Pass that might inspire you. Maybe 300 steel, maybe this Delphius Oracle, potentially. Or maybe the Camouflage. Tier 10 permanent Camouflage. Just the Camouflage though, so not the bonus. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you realistically. I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't get it because it's a ship I've had for years and I don't play it ever. But again, it's only 2.5k dubs, so it's kind of up to you. That's pretty much it for the video for the Prinz Eitel Friedrich. If you've enjoyed, guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Do let me know what you thought of this one. Let me know if you will be getting the Prinz Eitel Friedrich and what you think. And let me know what ship to cover in the next video. Big fan.